at 19.
He grew out of it and couldn't really find a new way to express himself or a new character to express himself with. But that's something that happens to rock and roll people, to rock stars, is they do, if they're not vigilant, you know, become very separated from their audience in terms of being able to identify, and then you reach a crisis point where you're no longer representing your generation, but you're representing a generation that you're no longer a part of, and that happens, and people usually don't tell you till it's too late.
Too many pressures started happening at once in his personal life.
Yeah.
Everything just started going wrong for him. You know, when you go through periods of your life, and we all go through it, where literally the fucking shit hits the fan, everything goes wrong, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what happened, you know? And he was the sort of person who thought, nothing can ever happen to me, I'm not going to die.
I don't like Christmas anymore because it was Christmas Day when I flew to London and Philip was taken to hospital. And I had to spend 11 days with him while he was dying. And so I don't like that time of the year. And now it's his anniversary. I come to be among people who love him because I'd only be at home crying and sad on a day like today. Thank you. I want to thank each and every one of you for loving Philip. I don't know how to begin. I don't know how to begin to thank all the artists who've appeared here tonight. They're all Philip's friends, all the boys in the band.
I'm just sorry I didn't realise what was occurring, what was happening at the time, you know.
You didn't realise it?
No, I didn't realise what he was doing. I should have done, but I didn't. Yeah.
Because Jim Fitzpatrick also said he didn't realise it.
No, because well, you know, he was getting into excess basically at the time, and but any time I went down and saw him, he was fine. You know, it wasn't until the very end when I went down one day to take his Christmas presents down to him that his mum answered the door, Phyllis, and she was in a panic. You know, she was upstairs and he's not well and da da da. So I went upstairs to see him, and he was lying in bed, and he was a mess, you know. And I thought, Christ, what the hell's been going on, you know? But it wasn't until that point I realised that something was really wrong. It was too late by then, you know. Yeah. And that's probably one of the greatest regrets I have, is that I didn't suss it and didn't have a chance to do something about it. You know?
Yeah. Well, you know, there's been a lot of people saying, well, you know, why didn't the management say anything to him? Why didn't the guys in the band say anything to him? You know, I mean, there's no way that I could have said anything to him because it would have been too hypocritical. Hey, Phil, stop taking those drugs, and on your way out, pass me the drugs, you know. You know, I mean, he's going to look at me and go, yeah, sure, you know. You know, and as far as, you know, the management saying anything to Phil, well, Phil was his own man. Phil was going to do what Phil wanted to do no matter what anybody said to him.
And they come to Dublin, right? And their big ambition is to play the Viking Philo. It's not that really a famous song, but you will know it. And we'll play it for Phil and for the band, for you. When the spirit slips away, there's nothing you can do, nothing you can say. May the angels be watching over you on that fateful day. to Dublin. What a great to us.